Hello everyone, this is Mayank and welcome to my channel. So today we'll discuss about a different topic. Will not discuss about any particular stock or any kind of technical or fundamental analysis. Also to note that you might listen a couple of background noises there today because someone in the family is not keeping well. But anyways, pardon me for that. So today's topic is about Mr. Gautam Adani and Adani overall as a company. So Mr. Adani's net worth increased by $76.7 billion, like total net worth became $76.7 billion, and it increased by close to uh, $43 billion. So that means it was almost more than 100% increase in terms of his particular valuation. And this is by the virtue of the 330% jump in Adani Total Gas, 235% rise in Adani Enterprises, and 263% rise in Adani Transmission Limited. So everything together has comprised a lot of jump in the valuation of this particular person. Okay, now so I have no issues with his personal valuation, the increase in that. So the topic is different. We'll see Adani stocks one by one and then probably I can make it clear how what I'm trying to identify. Okay, so I might be wrong here, don't take it in that way that I'm trying to investigate something, but this is all my personal opinion. You can have your own opinion in that. I'm not trying to create a controversy over here, or I'm just want to make something clear so that you get a picture of it, and then everything else is your decision. So if you are invested in the stock, it's not a sell or buy recommendation. If you are planning to invest in these stocks, it's again not a recommendation to buy or not to buy in the future. This is just a picturization, and then you can take your decision based on that. So let's see one by one. So once we'll search for Adani Green Energy Limited. So if you open Adani Green Energy Limited, if you go back to shareholding pattern, if you go to FIIs, so FIIs, if you see the list, Elara India Opportunities, Albula Investment, Asia Investment Corporation, Cresta Fund, APMS, LTS, Vespra, Marshall, Polis, and New Liena Investment Limited. So these are the FIIs invested in Adani Green Energy. Let's go to Adani Total Gas. If you go to Adani Total Gas, we'll go to shareholding pattern, and then if you see the FIIs, the list of FIIs invested in this particular company, again it's Elara, Cresta, Albula, APMS, Vespra, and LTS. So almost a similar same names. If you go to Adani Transmission Limited, if you go to shareholding pattern, if you go to FIIs, Elara, Cresta, Albula, APMS, LTS, Asia Investment Corporation, Vespra, and Marshall, almost same companies. So this was Adani Transmission. If you go to Adani Enterprises, and if you go to shareholding pattern, open the FIIs, Elara, Cresta, Albula, APMS, Vespra, LTS, Nomura is the new one, and then same Asian Investment Corporation, AIC. Let's see one more. Sorry, Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone, SEZ. So if you go there, sorry for this, investments are a little different than other companies. Apart from that, whatever I've seen in the past, like 4 or 5 companies, all had same kind of FIIs invested in any Adani companies apart from Adani Ports. You check Adani Power, go to shareholding pattern. In shareholding pattern, you'll find Elara, Cresta, and Asian Investment Corporation, AIC. So if you see any company of Adani Group apart from Adani Ports, every company has same investment and same kind of FIIs invested. So this is not a good sign. We have a proverb that you should not put all your eggs in one basket. So this is similar to that. All the Adani stocks have been majorly held by a similar set of FIIs. So I'll not say is it a planned way of doing things or is it some kind of investment thesis behind it. But whatever it makes sound, it may be the truth, but it doesn't come across as good signal when you have all the same companies invested in all the stocks for a particular group. So the risk ratio is very high when it comes to this kind of particular scenarios. Now just to cross verify and check, one of the major groups, Adani group, has grown a lot in the last 1 year post pandemic thing. One more group which has gained a lot is Tata. So all the stocks of Tata group, you say Tata Consumer, you say Tata Power, you talk about Tata Elxsi, you talk about Tata Consultancies, you talk about Tata Steel. All these companies has grown a lot post pandemic. So to cross verify the things, we can open the Tata Consultancy shareholding pattern. If you see FIIs, it will be just not mentioned here. so you can ignore that. If you see Tata Steel Limited, and if you go to shareholding pattern, then you will find Government Pension Fund and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. So two funds. If you go to Tata Motors, then if you go to shareholding pattern, and if you open FIIs, then they have Government of Singapore as the sole FIIs in this particular company. Okay, but it's different from the previous company. If you go to Tata Consumer Products, if you go to shareholding pattern, then FIIs are the list of people, Government Pension Fund, common. Then First State Investment ICVC, and then First State Investment ICVC Steward something, Baron Emerging, Steward Fidelity, and FMS. So Steward investors are the same company which have invested in this particular, like say FIIs which are invested in this particular stock. So Tata Consumer. If you go to Tata Elxsi, just for example, if you see the list of investors in terms of FIIs I'm talking about, not others. So here JP Morgan and Somerset Emerging Market Small Cap Fund. So the idea is that any company, if it doesn't sound any kind of riskier, then they don't take only one kind of investors, and they don't only rely on only one kind of investors. So this is how a group which is parallel to Adani's growth in this particular 1 year is different from what Adani's have done. So this was my analysis. This was not any chart or anything like that today. So this was the picture what I wanted to give to you, that how Adani, so how the things are placed in terms of Adani's investment, Adani's companies, and how things are placed in any kind of different group companies. So as of now, I give compared with Tata and compared with Adani because they've gone similar kind of growth. But hopefully, I was able to give you some kind of picturization based on that, some kind of food for thought to you, so that you can decide based on this particular video whether what is the future prospect for this company or any group, any companies for this particular group, I mean Adani group. If you like this content, if you think it's helpful for any kind of any of your friends or family who are into Adani group investors, or they already invested, they're planning to invest in the growth of the company. This company has grown a lot. They are launching cement business. They have acquired all the airport rights, oh sorry, airports operations rights and everything. So this company has got a lot of good news around it. So you might be getting interested in investment. So I'm not saying don't invest, but before getting into any kind of investment, or before you know anyone who is into planning to invest in this particular group company, please watch this video and try to understand the risk associated with this particular company in terms of FIIs. And if you think it's not like risky, or it's risky, based on that you can decide whether you want to invest or not. So let me know in the comment section if you have any feedback regarding this video or any videos. You can put any video and comment on that. Also, don't forget to like, don't forget to share with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so far. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified on time. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you so much.